What's up, guys? It's Colby Cheese, and you are watching another League of Legends commentary strategy video, today featuring Galio, the Sentinel's Sorrow. And Galio is one of my favorite tanks. It actually is one of the only tanks that I actually play. I don't generally like to play tanks. I'm more of a carry type of person. Galio, on the other hand, is quite fun. It's really cool to be able to force the entire enemy team off of your allies and then do a big bitch load of damage whenever they come out of it. So as you see in that little clip, I just kind of saved a teammate and we ended up getting 3 kills for the team. So that's pretty cool. Another reason I like to play Galio is this dude is a boss at farming. So you can just run up to an entire creep wave and clear it out. It's really good for holding back. He's really good at holding back people from pushing your tower, as well as pushing the creep waves in all of the lanes. So let's talk about Galio's abilities. First of all is his Q, Resolute Smite. Galio will fire a concussive blast from his eyes, slowing and dealing damage to enemies caught near the impact point. Pew pew lasers, right? Anyway, so here I actually use it a couple of times to save my teammate who really wants to die to this jungle guy here. I land a Q there. I don't know if he would have caught her, but it was still a good landing on him, and so he wasn't able to catch up and do any more damage. She runs back in because, you know, she's such a boss and she really wants to die here in just a second, so I'm going to have to do it again. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Come get me. Yep. There it is. Get away from her. Okay, so she just barely lives, and I'm able to get off a little bit more damage on the Olaf. So the next ability, Bulwark, is W. Galio shields an allied champion, increasing their armor and magic resistance, and restores Galio's health each time the champion suffers damage. This is pretty cool to place on yourself or on allies. It gives you 90 armor and magic resist at max level. And it doesn't heal you for a lot, but the heal, once you have a lot of armor and magic resist, is actually a lot better. So here in this clip, I'm going to be really a low health. And I actually stay on Ven. I'm like, man, I think I'm going to get ganked here in a second. Oh, and then she jumps out, but I put my shield on myself, and my team cleans it up. Pretty stupid if you ask me, but I guess she was getting greedy. Whatever. So E, Righteous Gust. Galio claps his wings, unleashing a gust of concussive wind that damages enemies and leaves a directional draft in its wake that increases ally movement speed. There's a lot of uses for this spell. Actually, it's really cool for either catching up to enemies or helping your teammates or yourself get away from a fight. And you can also use it as kind of a little sniping tool and harassment since it has such a long range. In this clip, I'm going to jump into a team fight and screw up my ult, which, you know, is not very good for our team. And so I'm going to try and get away here. They're going to just about kill me. I have a Guardian Angel, but if they're able to surround me, they'll kill me. Luckily, I'm able to get into my Gust and get away before they are able to pop the Guardian Angel, and we're able to go into a team fight later. On this clip here, I'm actually going to use it to try and run down the Malphite who tries to get away. So there you go. I pop it there to run in, and then we can chase her down as well. Finally, Galio's last spell, Idol of Duran, is his ultimate. He assumes the form of a statue, launching nearby or taunting nearby enemies and storing concussive energy as they attack him. Galio then bursts from his statue shell, releasing the stored energy to damage surrounding foes. Now, this is his bread and butter. It's the spell that's going to make or break you as Galio and determine if you're going to be useful or not to your team. So you're going to want to figure out how to place this in the right moments, in the right situations, whether it's initiating or pulling people off of your teammates. So I'm going to try and show you several different uses of it, because that's basically what you're going to be using on every single team fight with Galio. Here I use it to actually flash in and do my ultimate to tower dive the Olaf. Unfortunately, the thing about it is you actually will not be attacked by towers until you do damage. So my ally there did take the first hit, and the tower targeted him there. So be wary of that. On this clip here, I'm actually going to use it to try and save my teammate, as well as lock the Olaf into my tower. So right there, I see him stuck in tower range, so I'll go ahead and pop it for a free kill. See ya, Olaf. Sucks for you, buddy. Okay,
God damn
and
it.
finally on this clip, it's an early game. I'm actually level 5, but I don't have my ult yet. And he goes in and initiates. I'm like, oh, dude, I don't have my ult. I'm telling her on vent. But I do go ahead and get the kill, or she does go ahead and get the kill, and I level up. And so I pop my ult and save Annie from dying, so we get 2 early kills in the game there. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's talk about masteries on him. I like to go for the increased cooldown reduction. That's basically the only thing keeping you from being a good mage is your cooldown is really high on your spells. And as far as the runes, I'll go for Magic Pin and then mana regen and ability power for quintessences. You do want to spam your spells a lot. It allows you to actually get a lot of harassment in if you have lots of mana regen. You definitely don't want to be a Galio without mana, because then you are completely useless. So go ahead and go for that mana regen, and then the ability power gives you a little bit more harassment in the early game. As far as items, there's couple different builds you can go on him since he is a tank. The top one there is your core caster build, and the bottom is good against melee heavy teams. The Thorn Mail will do damage when you ult. Mainly, you know, his passive allows him to actually get ability power from magic resistance, so any item with magic resistance is going to be good on Galio. Don't go all caster or squishy Galio. That's pretty stupid. I've tried it out. It's just not useful. You're going to do a lot of damage with lots of tanky items. It's all about staying alive just to keep casting your spells. Once you get past your core setup there, which is actually pretty cheap, as you can see, you can go ahead and, depending on what the enemy team comp is, sometimes I like to get the Aegis if our team doesn't have one already. One of the most cost-efficient items for Galio is actually the Abyssal Rod, since it has magic resist and ability power, and so that's pretty cool. I also like the I also get the Zonya's Ring sometimes, just so I can jump in, do my ult, and then go invulnerable for a little bit. So so just kind of mix up your builds depending on what your team's building, or what your enemies are building, or what they are for that matter, actually. So let's talk about some early game here. On early game, you can actually keep your enemies zoned pretty well. You're not going to do some nasty, crazy bursts until you get around level 5. Level 5 is when you can actually clear entire minion groups with your Q and E. I'll always level up my Q first. You'll go, I think it's Q, E, Q, and then just keep maxing Q as much as you can. You'll get W around level 8. It's not that useful until that point anyways, and at least until you have your ult and everything. So as you can see here, I'm just sitting in the bush doing the the standard zoning, staying in the bush. Your enemies can't come out because they don't know when you're going to attack. We kept them pretty low. Let's see, she had to be. And I'm just going to sit here and farm minions as much as possible. That's what we want to do with Galio. Just make him a super duper tank. And this guy, he makes a mistake of get a little too close, and I'm able to shoot him with my 1-2 punch. That's what you're going to be doing with Galio a lot, is just throwing down the old 1-2 punch, and you can take out entire creep waves. You're not really going to be auto-attacking creeps since you are melee. Just kind of run up and get the last hit by clicking around close to the minion, and then right-click on it when it's low health. Just standard play. Here we go. She's kind of running in, deciding that she wants to lose her health after already being not very smart. Kind of a noob, I know, but just wanted to show you some of the early game. I've got lots of early game clips, but I'm not going to be able to put them all into this video. I might make another video later just to kind of show you Galio's early game versus different champions. I'm not sure. Anyways, so that's the early game on Galio. Just kind of keep last hitting minions, try and farm up as much as possible. Galio is kind of better as a late game tank. He's not going to be super useful until he gets tanky enough to actually survive ulting an entire team. But once you do get to that point, it's going to be very difficult for the enemy team to be able to do anything to you, which you'll see in some of my clips I'm going to show you later on, where I'm able to just run in and ult their whole team, and while my team is able to do a lot of burst. Galio is actually really good with bursty heroes, just because you want to be able to run in and just kill everything as fast as possible. Right here, I get a 1-2 punch off of her, so we decide to go ahead and jump in for the tower dive. I go ahead and ult her so that she does not continue her ult on Kreiser, and we're able to kill her and take the tower as well. In this clip, we have a ward, so I'm just going to use my long range on Galio to do a little bit of harassment. Funny thing is, though, Ez saw it, so he decides to get a free kill. There you go. We're just going to kind of push in on her here and do a little bit of extra damage. I go ahead and pop my ult to lock her in, and we get another free kill, so that's pretty cool.
I wasn't trying to kill her.
Another clip, we're harassing her again. I almost got the kill, but she popped her shield, so no luck there. But we're going to try and keep her in. Oh, but too bad. Looks like he got in a bad position with the fiddlesticks jumping in, so I'm going to try and get away. I don't have my upgraded boots yet, so that's not too good. So I'm going to try and juke him by flashing backwards. It's not going to happen because I get feared, so I just say, what the hell, I'm going to go ahead and take a free kill with me, pop my ult, and I'm able to go ahead and take 2-0 mount almost. Well, it looks like my teammate's going to go clean up the fiddlesticks. So
there you go.
There you go.
You got him.
Bam. Man, sucks for you guys. anyways, here we go. In this clip, I'm going to show you why Guardian Angel is really good on Galio. You can kind of just, not only are you going to be obviously taking a lot of damage when you do your ult,
get some farm,
but if until you get later game, you're going to be a little bit squishy. So it's nice to be able to bait people with that Guardian Angel into attacking you at low health after your ult, if they're not smart. And you just kind of come back and your teammates kill everything else. So here we go. I used that to my advantage, and we were able to win that fight there.
There we go.
It's going to take you a little while of playing Galio before you kind of realize which fights you need to jump into and out of. As far as summoner abilities, I like to get Ghost and Flash. It allows me to jump in and out of fights to pop my ult in the right position. Here I'm trying to go help my team out who's in a fight at the top. Unfortunately, I get there a little bit late, and one of them does die, so I'm going to try and clean up as best I can. Take out the Mordekaiser right away. The pirate, he's got his little heal spell, and unfortunately the Kog'Maw comes in underneath and starts cleaning up our team. I'm going to do my best to take him out. Looks like the Ezreal went the other way, so I'm just going to do as much damage as possible since I know I can't actually run away since the pirate's there. I do flash to the other bush to try and juke them. Unfortunately, my teammate just ran out in the open and got killed, and I get outplayed by Kog'Maw with his ultimate. Otherwise I would have landed the Righteous Gust to get the ace. So whatever, good team fight nonetheless. Here we go. In this one here, I see that the pirate went back, so I'm going to go ahead and try and farm some creeps. Every time these little creep camps are up, you want to go ahead and clear them out as much as you can, just because Galio is really good at clearing them out. You just pop your E and your W. Fortunately, it's not there, and Teemo, I guess they have a ward, so he sees me coming up. I'm going to go ahead and take him out. I take out half his health because I am a little bit higher than him. He flashes over, so I'm pretty sure that I can take him out. I'll go ahead and pop my ult and kill the Teemo. Getting a little bit low health from the pirate here. Ez does come help out. Unfortunately, although I do get the double kill, he does kill me right before I get out of his ult, so whatever. It's still beneficial for our team. Alrighty. I see the pirate down at our red trying to take it, so I start walking that way, but I do see a couple of the enemy team coming, so I'm going to run around the other way, that way I don't get caught. And at this point, I'm a little bit tanky. I've got my Banshee's Veil, an armor, chain vest, and the Aegis. Looks like Pantheon's going to go ahead and initiate, and I'm going to jump over the wall with Flash to take him out. Twisted Fate does pull me out of my ult with his stun. That's another thing that sucks about Galio, is you can get taken out of your ult by any kind of interrupt spell. Cool thing about it, though, is that it will go ahead and do the damage even if you don't actually finish the ult, so that's kind of cool. You're just not going to do as much damage, obviously, and you're not going to keep your opponents held while your team's able to wreck them. So I just kind of run down bottom to farm the rest of the creeps. I saw that my team had it all taken care of, and I didn't want to make a mistake of running in and getting killed on a mushroom or something like that. So pretty good deal there overall. Here we go. I've got my Guardian Angel now, and so I've got my core build put together. I am pretty hard to kill at this point, so I'm just gonna kind of run in, and I can just run in, take a little bit of damage, and try and be scary, push them away like the tank's supposed to, stay in the front of the fight. Looks like our Pantheon's going to go ahead and initiate again. He takes out the Twisted Fate, who runs the wrong way. Too bad for him. And I seen see 3 people clumped up, so I'm going to go ahead and flash in, pop my ult, and take them out. So Pirate gets taken out, so does Teemo, and it's done for you guys. Teammates just cleaning up there down the bottom, took out the Kog'Maw, and if this guy doesn't get out, we're going to take him out as well. I don't remember what happens here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we kill him. So all it takes is a little bit of a stun from Pantheon right there. There you go. I'm going to pop my 1-2 punch and see ya. All right, cool deal. All right, we're coming to the end of the length of time I can put up on YouTube now, so I'm going to go ahead and put up another video. I've got a lot more footage I want to show you of Galio. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like this video, push like, and go ahead and check out the next video, and I'll see you guys around. Add me up on Facebook, Twitter, if you guys use those. I'm always keeping updates on what I'm doing, which champion I'm playing, and stuff like that. So I'll see you guys here in just a little bit if you're going to watch my next video. All right, bye-bye.